Hey, Stoff. So, with your time at Lures, you were able to touch the lives of so many girls, players, coaches, and even parents. But I wanted to show you that your effect on us went farther than just basketball. And no matter how old we get, where we end up in this world, we're always going to remember Coach Stoff. And that whenever we eat a Tootsie Roll, you're always going to pop into our mind. So, I hope you enjoy this video that I made for you, Stoff. No one fights alone. I love you.
Hi, Mike. I'm so sorry to hear about the situation, and we've been praying for you. I want to thank you for all the years you put into the Bishop Lewis basketball program. From the tremendous work that you did with our AAU program, Parks and Recs, Sunday nights, and the long season we had. That covered just about the entire year, every year. You were very dedicated and dependable. I know I could count on you for just about anything that I needed done. You're willing to do the dirty work, Mike, by cleaning the floors, putting the baskets down, and running here and there in the building to get whatever we needed. And who can forget the Tootsie Roll Man? And I know the girls loved that. We shared a lot of great times with a lot of great people, and I know that the girls love you very much. Again, Mike, I'd like to thank you again, Coach. God bless you, your friend, Denny.
Hey, Coach Stoff, Pixley here. I just wanted to let you know that we're thinking about you and sending prayers for you and your family. I know the girls are going to really miss not having you around this year, but hopefully hang in there and keep battling. You've meant a lot to me over the past 5 years. Going to miss you on the staff this year, and thoughts and prayers are going to be sending your way a lot this next couple months.
Coach Stoff, it is Coach Q here, obviously, and I am on take 100. Who knew that making a video would be this difficult? Anyhow, I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure working with you these past 5 to 6 years. Just being able to see you pour your wisdom and your knowledge into these young women, and just not only be there as a coach, but be there as a mentor and just as a positive male figure in their lives, has just been admirable to see. And I'm just grateful that I was able to witness that. You mean a lot to the girls and I, as well as the rest of the coaching staff, and Lures basketball. You've been there from the beginning. You've always been the part. When you think about Lures basketball, you think about Mike Stoff. And in this past 5 years or 6 years that I've been able to know you, from what I was able to see in such a short time, it's just, you're an amazing individual, and I am grateful that I was able to again work alongside of you. One thing that I'll always remember is how blunt and direct you were, but that's what made you Stoff. That just made you who you were, and I love that about you. Another thing is just seeing how big your heart was. You had a huge heart, and just seeing you, just seeing your heart and how much you love those girls and the game of basketball. I'll always remember. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for Lures basketballs, for the girls. And thank you for just being you. So yeah, thank you, Stoff.
Hey Stoff, I just want to tell you that you and your family are in my prayers, and I'm so grateful that I had you as a coach from 6th grade all the way to my senior year. It really helped me transition, and I'm so grateful that our paths has crossed. And I will continue to pray for you, and thanks for not making me a point guard.
Hey, it's your girl Miracle. Of course, save the best for last. I have no idea what number I am in this video, but I'm the best. And I want to look a lot more prettier, but we're not gonna talk about that either. But I'm so grateful to make this video, Stoffel. I know you know the impact you have had on my life, on my journey. I could not have made it without your patience, your kindness, and your pure heart. And your Tootsie Rolls. You know I need my chocolate. But Stoffel, basketball has taken me all over the world. I've lived so much through basketball. And guess who guided me there? Guess who got me there? Guess who taught me how to use my left hand when the only thing I knew how to use was my right? And now I'm only dominated with my left. Who taught me these step throughs? Who taught me how to be physical and confident and work through the battles? Stoffel, Robbie, Coach Rainier, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I had you guys as a coaching staff. I'm so grateful. God definitely gave me 3 of the best coaches I could have ever imagined in my life. And I definitely don't know where I would be without each and every one of your patience. I'm so grateful, and I love you, Stoffel. I love everything you've ever done for me. All these talks we've ever had. Nobody ever knew how hard it was but you. And you didn't even need to say anything but here's your Tootsie Roll. So I just want to say thank you, Stoffel, and I love you. And I appreciate everything you've ever done. And I'm sure everybody else feels this way. So, love you. Kisses to you and your wife. I love you.
Hey, Coach Stoffel. I want to take this opportunity to thank you again for all your years as our basketball coach. Your support and encouragement has meant so much to me and all the players that you coached. I'd also like to apologize for all the times I didn't box out, but you'd be there encouraging us and cracking a joke anyways. Gotta say, my favorite basketball memories, definitely the mic and drill. You taught me that one, as well as all the post moves that we practiced throughout the years. I hope you're doing well. You and your family are in my thoughts and prayers. I want to thank you again for being a really big part of why I love and miss Luers basketball. Take care, Coach.
Hey, Coach Stoffel, it's Sheree. I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking of you and I'm praying for you. I appreciate everything that you have done for me over the years, and whether it's a strong post move or me to be strong in life and the trials and tribulations and overcoming things, I'm thankful for everything that you have done, and I hope these words are comfort and give you a smile.
Hey Coach Stoffel, this is Addie, not Lydia. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you have done for me and my family over the past however many years. I know that my experience at Bishop Luers wouldn't have been the same without you. You were always there to crack a joke when things got too serious, to get us some Tootsie Rolls when we were feeling a little down in the dumps, or just, whenever we needed some candy. You always kept the mood light but gave us advice when we needed it. And not only that, you gave me and the twins our mouth guards before every single game. I don't think that anyone else would have valued our teeth as much as you did, because you just really helped us out for that. I'm just super grateful for everything you've done, and I just want to say thank you for making my time at Luers the best experience possible. So thanks, Coach.
Hey Coach, you are one of the best coaches that any lucky person could ever have in their entire sports career or in their life in general. You were supportive, really motivating, and at points when it needed it, really blunt. You taught me so much about being a post player and just a player in general, and I thank you so much for that.
Hey Stoff, I want to say thank you for everything from 5th grade throughout high school. Definitely taught me a lot about basketball, and I couldn't be any more grateful for that. You helped me become the person I am today, and so I really want to say thank you. I'm sending my love from the Beretsky family, from Jen, and We all miss you, Stoff. And thank you.
Hey, Stoff. I hope you know that we're all thinking of you and praying for you and hoping that you're doing okay. But, so yeah, I just have a few words to share. Looking back during high school basketball, I remember that I always wanted to hear what you had to say. And I think it was mostly because you always had your funny little comments that you would say on the sidelines. But also, I really valued your opinion. And I knew that you knew the game really well and you cared about all of us girls. And you just genuinely wanted us to do well. And one of my favorite parts of practice was always when we broke off and worked on the post moves with you and the other girls, especially when you would get the pad out and beat on us. That always made it a little interesting. But I also admired as a coach like how you didn't sugarcoat anything. You always told everything honestly how it was. And I remember whenever we had timeouts, I wanted to hear your advice and what I could do to be better. And especially like whenever I got pulled from the game, I remember like scanning the bench trying to figure out where you were sitting, because I knew that you would always set me straight and tell me what I needed to do. But I don't know if you realized it or not, but you really did give me a lot of confidence and help me to believe in myself more when I got on the court. And in the moment, I feel like I honestly didn't realize how lucky I was to be coached by you. But looking back now, I really do notice how great of a role model you really are for anybody. So I really just wanted to thank you for making such a positive mark on my life, and I just hope that you know how much you mean to all of us girls and everyone. We love you, Stoff, and don't forget, no one fights alone.
Hi, Stoff. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, so I'm gonna try really, really hard. But I just wanted to say thank you. I don't think that I could ever tell you thank you enough for all that you've done for me over the years. Thank you for always cheering me on, for giving me confidence when I needed it. Thank you for sometimes lighting a fire under me, because I need that too, and hitting me with a sarcastic comment every once in a while, because I definitely need those too. But thank you for always pushing me, not only to be a better basketball player, but also just be a better person. You are an amazing role model of strength and courage. And I just want you to know that I'm praying for you and your family, and I ask that the Lord bring you guys peace during this difficult time. And I just want you to remember that no one ever fights alone, and we're all here with you. Sending lots of love.
Hey, Stoff. So I just want to say thank you for always keeping it real with us. You were never shy to tell us if we were playing bad or not working hard enough, but you would always be very encouraging and tell us to get back out there and keep working. I was lucky enough to have you as a coach with Coach Rainier and then with Coach Pix, and having you there through both of those coaches was just really, really beneficial for the team, because you kind of showed Pix the ropes and made sure that the teams were still doing all the things that Bishop Luers basketball should be doing, and that was something that was really unique to our team, and that was something that I think was very important. But even off of the court, you were always around with your cute wife. One of my favorite memories was when you came to my grad party and we were chatting. You always made sure we knew that you were around, and that's something really unique, I think, for coaching players. And honestly, on the court, you were always making sure we were doing little things like boxing out, all that stuff, and kind of the stuff that doesn't really get the limelight, which is something that has definitely crossed over into my everyday life, making sure details are taken care of, and I kind of bring that back to you and all your teachings that you had for us. I just know that you touched so many girls' lives throughout these years, and we really can't thank you enough for the time and dedication that you put in. So thank you for that. And yeah, I will see you around. Thank you so much, Stoff.
Hi, Stoff. So I was just going to tell you some things about high school, and high school was fun and all, but basketball made it a lot better, and we all met some amazing people along the way, and you were definitely one of them, and you made a big impact in everyone's lives, I can tell you that. And you always spoke the truth regardless of whatever was going on, which helped in game situations and life situations. And handing out Tootsie Rolls always lightened the mood. I looked forward to that every day. The little box like that, that was just the best thing ever. Yeah. When we ran out, it was pretty sad, especially the big Tootsie Rolls. Not the little ones, the big giant ones. Those are pretty good. And you always just knew how to lighten the mood, and it just helped people to not take basketball so seriously, and we could always just look to you for advice, and it was just a good step away from the game, just to come and talk to you and see you on the sideline. And seeing you smile, it just kind of made everyone else smile, and knowing that like we were there, like we just impressed you, like it was just a good feeling. And yeah, I definitely miss you a lot, and it was good seeing you at when you guys played Homestead and beat Homestead for the first time. I don't know if you knew about that, but I saw Stoffel and I was like, Stoffel, I miss you. But yeah, you've definitely made a big impact in Lures, and I love you.
Going off of that, what you really helped me understand was that no one fights alone. And I remember, I think it was my junior or senior year when everything kind of just happened and the whole team came together and we wanted these bracelets and we got these bracelets, and I'm a junior now in college. It seems so crazy. I already know I'm going to graduate soon, but I still have that bracelet that says no one fights alone. And I'm sure to always tell my teammates and tell my coaches that no matter what is going on, there's always someone going through something much worse. And you, Stoffel, have taught me personally, and I know multiple people through this program, that no one does fight alone. And even when it seems like no one's there, you have a whole team behind you who has your back no matter what, which is what you have. We're a team. You decided to work at Lures, and hey, you got stuck with all these girls that you helped coach, so better get used to it. But I love you so much, Stoffel, and I think the best thing is just how we were in the middle of a game or something, or I'd come out and I'd go to the end of the bench and I'd sit by you and I said, hey, what play are we running? And you'd look at me and be like, you're the one playing, shouldn't you know what play we're running? And I don't know, things like that are just really funny, and just going through practices made it so much lighthearted with you there, and it made it easier and smoother, and I can't thank you enough for that and everything you've taught me to just always attack and be strong and open-minded in whatever I do. And if they're gonna foul you, make them foul you hard and all that type of stuff. But
I feel like with Stoffel, it wasn't just like a basketball like situation. Like he like helped you out in life too. Like it was like a lifelong lesson overall. And
you definitely helped us realize that it's more than just a game, and that life is so short and so precious, and you meet so many amazing people along the way. And I think you really lightened our hearts from a very young age, and how we're only in college now, but it seems like forever ago we were in high school. But the lessons you taught us in just the season of basketball through 4 years, all these girls, you've really helped us find ourselves in this real life world. It's more than just a game. It's something you have to look out for yourself, but at the same time, you have a team there to support you in whatever you do. And I learned that from you, and I really appreciate it.
I just want to let you know that you're in my prayers and also my family prayers, and I think about you every night, Stoff.
We love you so much.
Love you, Stoff.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Love you, Stoff.
Hey, Coach. It's Nye. Long time no see. Heard we were doing these videos for you. Thought I'd let you know that I appreciated you as a coach. You helped me through a lot. You knew that I was going to get my shot to play, you know, whether it was going to be at Lures or somewhere else. You were actually one of my favorite coaches, favorite post coach of all time. You were awesome, and I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciated it. See ya.
It's Taylor. I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for me, and I just want to thank you for being such an important person in my life. I've learned so much from you as far as basketball and just life in general. I mean, you've taught me how to be just a strong individual overall. You taught me how to persevere and keep fighting, and that's something that I take very personally. And with basketball, I mean, you taught me how to be such a hardworking, smart player. I mean, today I wouldn't be the top 8th field goal percentage in my conference. I wouldn't be the top 11th rebounder in my conference, and that's something that I learned from you. I mean, from the beginning, you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. You saw potential in me when I didn't think that I can be the player that I am today. So I thank you for being that person for me and believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, and just being an overall good coach. A lot of people don't have a lot of good coaches. They just, with high school, a lot of people just experienced just wanting to get wins and all that, but you were a coach who wanted to see your players develop. You wanted to grow them as players and as individuals, and that's something that I thank you for. I thank you for giving me that great experience of having a coach that loves me and cares about me, and I just want to let you know that I love you, and I'm praying for you, and I play for you every time that I touch the floor. So just keep fighting and hang in there, Coach. I love you.
Hey, Stoff. So doing this video is actually a lot more difficult than I had planned it to be, because we've had 4 years together, and within those 4 years comes an insane amount of inside jokes and a crazy amount of memories, whether it was at one of our expenses or somebody else's. But I decided that I wanted to take this video to thank you, because I would not be the person that I am today without you. From day one, you took me under your wing and you made me into your little prodigy. And if you wouldn't have done that, I couldn't tell you what I have been my senior year. But you equipped me with everything that I needed to be successful. You gave me all your post moves, and you gave me all your little secret tips on how to get around people if they were playing me on the top, the bottom, the middle. But a big thing was when you were yelling at me from the bench, whether it was box out 23, stay on the ground, stop fouling, turn and face the basket, be quick but don't rush. All those little things that you would yell at me from across the court really added up, and they helped me, whether it was the 10th time you said it or the 100th time that game. I needed to hear it every single time, whether I followed it or not. I didn't every time, but mostly you were my mentor more than my coach, because I took your advice and I moved it into my life. Because when I was half-assing it at practice, you would call my ass out, and you would tell me that I'm not only hurting myself, but I'm hurting the people around me, and I'm setting a bad example. And now I take that into my school, and I take that into my workforce life, because when I catch myself just doing the motions, I realize that I'm hurting the people around me along with myself. And without you telling me that almost every day, I might forget about it. But you were my high school basketball career, period. You were the reason I got to be on that all-star team all 4 years. You were the reason I got to be all-team, all-first team, I don't even remember, but you were the reason I got all those awards. Without you, I would have been nowhere. No one fights alone, Stoff. All of us girls, we're here with you. We're fighting with you. Don't give up. I love you, Stoff, and I know what you're thinking. What the hell is in your nose? I don't know, Stoff, but I love you.
Stoff, you're one of the most amazing people I've come to know in my life, and we are all praying for you. We're here for you, we're thinking about you, and most importantly, we all love you so much.
Hey Stoff, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for me. One of my favorite memories would have to be when I played AAU in middle school. You would help coach, and I was clearly one of the girls who was very just quiet, reserved, not aggressive whatsoever, which you need to be aggressive to be a post player. So you really helped me with post drills to just get my elbows out there and everything and break out of my shell in basketball, and then that led to me being more outgoing and less reserved in everyday life, which I'm really thankful for you helping me to do that. And then another one of my favorite memories is during a game, I always knew when I messed up I could just come to you. You would tell me exactly what I did wrong and how to fix it, to execute it, to be successful with the next play. So that was always really helpful, and I'm thankful for that. So I'm just glad that I got to be under your coaching, and you helped me with a lot, and I have a lot of good memories with you. So thanks for all that, and I'll be here praying for you. Thanks, Stoff.
Hey Stoff, guess who's finally a senior? Your 5'0" guard. That still looks 12. Hey, maybe I'll grow a few inches for this shit season. Yeah, probably not, never mind. But maybe I'll still get to guard some tall people and just prove that short people can still do tall people things. Last year you told me a lot that I had the best up and under out of all the posts, and even though I wasn't a post, but I still think that's true, even though I continually get blocked down there. But you know, it's okay. I'm still gonna try it for you. I'll miss all your Tootsie Rolls you give us before practice, after practice, and sometimes during practice. I love you, Stoff. This season, I will do my very best for you.
Hey Stoff, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for us and for the team. And thanks for being the person you are. My favorite memory with you is probably when we were in the coach's office and we were talking about an upcoming game, and you said they've got some grown women playing for their team and we've got two 12-year-olds playing for ours. That was probably one of the funniest things you've ever said. The other funny thing that I remember that you saying is when Pixley made a line out of cones and you said, "That line looks about as straight as my Friday nights." That was very funny. I just want to thank you for always keeping us laughing with your little side comments at practice or during a game when we mess up. Thank you for all the encouragement also, though. And thanks for always being there for all of us on the team. I'll never forget coming off the court and you always being like, "It's okay, get out there another time, try again, you're fine." Thank you for everything you've done. I'm really gonna miss seeing you every day, but I'll be praying for you and I love you a lot. Thanks.
Off, it's your favorite rhyme-bold Lydia. I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for showing me all the post moves I would have never known without you. Thank you for all the times you stayed after practice to help me with my free throws, rebounding for me, helping me figure out my shot, making me the player I am right now. Thank you for checking in on me when you knew I was down. That really meant a lot. You coming out of your way to talk to me, letting me know I have someone there for me that's always going to support me and listen to me. Thank you for all the times you brought in Tootsie Rolls and threw them on the floor and we all fought for them after practice because we wanted more Tootsie Rolls. I just appreciate everything you've done for me and everything that you've done for our whole team and our whole program and everything you've taught us and all your side remarks and side jokes, and sitting on the bench next to you was the best thing because you always had something funny to say. Even when the situations were tough, you were always there. Lift up our spirits, keep us together as a team, and I know we're going to miss us this upcoming season, and I really thank you for everything you've done for us.
My favorite memory with Stoff is probably every time I'd come out of the game and sit by him on the bench, he'd help me realize why I was taken out or what I need to improve on when I went back in, and that helped out a lot. Also, all the jokes he made, they usually, if I had a bad day at school, he'd make a joke and that would make my day 10 times better and help. And then he'd also work on post moves with me to improve down there, and that helped me a lot too. So I love you, Stoff. You know, I'm praying for you. I pray the rosary for you. So love you.
My favorite memory of Coach Stoffel is when he told me I definitely needed to gain weight to guard some of these girls my height because they could probably eat me alive during a game. Stoff's one of the best coaches I've ever had, and I'll never forget a single thing he's ever taught me. I'm really gonna miss you, Stoff.
Hey Stoff, I just want to say thank you for all you've done for me and all you've done for Lures basketball. I'm really going to miss you calling me Dory this year, and I'm going to miss all your smart and funny remarks on the sidelines during practice, and I'm definitely going to miss most you throwing out Tootsie Rolls before a game day. We love you so much, Stoff, and we can't wait to make you proud this year.
Hey Stoff,
You definitely did not coach me as long as you coached these other girls. I think I only got like 2-3 years with you in AAU in freshman year, but you mean just as much to me. Working with you on post moves was the highlight of all my practices, honestly. I mean, we know I couldn't dribble, so working on post moves was the only time I felt like I was even doing something. One memory in particular, it was at the start of like a varsity practice and we were about to run a suicide, and you were the only coach that was there, and the clock on the scoreboard wasn't working, so you just said that you were going to time it on your watch. So we run the suicide and then we get back and you don't say anything for a few seconds. You just kind of look at your watch and then you're like, well, I don't think that was 30 seconds. We're going to run again. And I remember looking at Kayla, and Kayla was like, yeah. You just mean so much to us. You were a great coach. We all love you so much. And honestly, if there's one thing I've learned, the ones we love, like, never truly leave us. You're always in our hearts. You're always on our minds. We couldn't be more grateful to have a coach like you. Thank you.
Stoff, thank you so much for welcoming me to the Bishop Lures basketball team. I'm so glad I got to talk to you and get to know you this season on the bench. I hope you can come to see my first game in December. I'll be praying for you. Love, Delaney.
I don't really have a favorite memory with Coach Stoff, but one thing that I learned about him as an individual that helped me is to never give up and always fight. Like him, with him going through chemo and stuff like that, he always fought and he never gave up. And as a coach, he knew the game of basketball so good, to the point where, like, what he was telling you about your free throw shot and stuff like that, it would impact basically what you were doing wrong and help you in the end if you worked on it. Like, he would tell you, just keep working.